Vanakkam, Namaste, greetings to all. We gather here to conduct powerful meditation for world peace and harmony, unity, peace of mind, and overall health and well-being in the world. I would like to mention that we can be proud that we have achieved 925 days of free meditation session online. Currently, we are doing 3 times a day, including talks that hold educational value for the people, for many people. These sessions takes place every day at following UK timings, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 8 p.m. We are grateful to all those who have contributed to this achievement, including PSSM Tamil Europe, PSSM Global, and participants who joined in these sessions. Today, there will be first 15 minutes with the calming music, followed by 15 minutes silence meditation. After that, our guest speaker, Dr. Marilyn Hope Lake from Missouri, USA, will deliver a talk on the topic Thiruvallur and Tolstoy. There will be a summary of Dr. Marilyn Lake's speech in Tamil by Saro Sundarlingam Master from Sydney, Australia. Thereafter, question and answer discussion session will take place in English and Tamil. Now, I invite Dr. Saro Sundarlingam Master from Sydney, Australia to conduct a meditation. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
எல்லோருக்கும் என் பணிவான வணக்கம். Greetings to everyone and our special greetings to our guest speaker Marilyn Hope from USA. Welcome. முதலில் தியானம் பற்றிய சிறு விளக்கம் தமிழிலும் ஆங்கிலத்திலும் கூறப்பட்டு தியானம் செய்யும் முறையும் தமிழிலும் ஆங்கிலத்திலும் கூறப்படும். நாம் உண்ணும் உணவு உடல் ஆரோக்கியத்திற்கும் உடல் வலிமைக்கும் இன்றியமையாததாகும். அதுபோல தியானம் மன ஆரோக்கியத்திற்கும் மன பலத்திற்கும் இன்றியமையாத பயிற்சியாகும். தினந்தோறும் தவறாமல் வாய்க்கு ருசியான சத்துள்ள உணவை தேடி தேடி உண்ணும் நாம் தியானத்தை தினந்தோறும் எமது இயல்பான சுவாசத்தின் மேல் கவனம் செலுத்தி மேற்கொண்டால் பெருமளவு பிரபஞ்ச சக்தியை உள்வாங்கி மன அமைதி, அறிவாற்றல் ஆகியவற்றை பெருக்கி ஒரு அமைதியான இன்பமான வாழ்க்கை வாழ வழி பிறக்கும். எனவே விழிப்புணர்வுடன் எமது இயல்பான சுவாசத்தில் கவனம் செலுத்தி தியானம் செய்து எம்மையும் நாம் உணர்ந்து எம்முள் உள்ள இறை சக்தியையும் இனம் கண்டு நல்ல மனிதராக ஆனந்தமாக வாழ முற்படுவோமாக. The food we eat helps to build good health and strong body. Likewise, meditation helps to achieve a healthy and strong mind. Daily, we choose to eat tasty and nutritious food. Likewise, when we choose to meditate daily, focusing on our normal, natural breathing, we will be able to absorb a vast amount of cosmic energy that calms the mind and sharpens our intellect and helps to lead a healthy and peaceful life. Therefore, let us engage in mindful meditation daily, focusing on our normal, natural breathing that leads to self-realization and godliness in us and lead to a happy and healthy living. இப்பொழுது தியானம் செய்யும் முறையை தமிழிலும் ஆங்கிலத்திலும் சுருக்கமாக கூறுகிறேன். தியானத்திற்கு முன்பும் பின்பும் இளம் சூடான நீரை அருந்திக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது உங்கள் தொண்டை வறட்சியை போக்கும். அமைதியான இடத்தில் வசதியாக உட்கார்ந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உடலை தளர்வாக வைத்துக் கொண்டு நிமிர்ந்த நிலையில் உட்காருங்கள். மூக்கு கண்ணாடி அணிந்திருந்தால் அதனை அகற்றி விடுங்கள். கைவிரல்களை இப்படி ஒன்றுடன் ஒன்று கோர்த்து மடிமேல் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். கால் பாதங்களை இப்படி ஒன்றன் மேல் ஒன்றாக வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். கண்களை மெதுவாக மூடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள். இந்த நிலையிலே நீங்கள் உட்கார்ந்து தியானம் செய்யும் பொழுது பெருமளவு பிரபஞ்ச சக்தியை உள்வாங்கி சேமிக்க முடிகின்றது. கண்களை மெதுவாக மூடிக்கொண்டு உங்கள் இயல்பான சுவாசத்தில் கவனம் செலுத்தி உங்கள் மனதில் எழும் அனாவசிய சிந்தனைகளை தவிர்த்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். சிந்தனைகள் வருவது சகஜம், ஆனால் மீண்டும் மீண்டும் நீங்கள் உங்கள் சுவாசத்தின் மேல் கவனம் செலுத்தும் பொழுது அதனை தவிர்த்துக் கொள்ளலாம். இன்று நாங்கள் ஒரு 30 நிமிடங்கள் தியானத்தை மேற்கொள்வோம். முதல் 15 நிமிடங்களும் இசை தியானம், அடுத்த 15 நிமிடங்களும் மௌன தியானத்தையும் தொடர்ந்து செய்வோம். Please drink lukewarm water before and after meditation to prevent dryness of your throat. Please remove your spectacles if you are wearing one. Sit comfortably in a quiet place. Relax your body and sit straight. Interlock your fingers like this and place your hands on your lap. Cross your legs like this while seated and gently close your eyes. When you sit in this posture and meditate, you will be able to absorb a vast amount of cosmic energy and conserve it during meditation. While gently closing your eyes, please focus on your normal, natural breathing in order to dispel unnecessary thoughts crossing your mind. Today, we will be meditating for 30 minutes and in the first 15 minutes, we'll be meditating in conjunction with a sweet music, and then the next 15 minutes, we will meditate in silence. Thank you. நிலைக்கு வாருங்கள். Please come back to your normal awareness. உங்கள் கைகள் இரண்டையும் பிரித்து கைவிரல்களை கண்ணிமைகளின் மேல் 5 வினாடிகள் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். Please take your hands and place your fingers gently on your eyes for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. இப்பொழுது உங்கள் கைகளை கண்களில் இருந்து எடுத்து கண்களை சந்தோஷமாக திறந்து பாருங்கள். Take your hands from your eyes, open your eyes and look at your palm happily. இன்று நாங்கள் ஒரு அருமையான கூட்டு தியானம் செய்ததை இட்டு சந்தோஷமாக கரகோஷம் செய்து கொள்வோம். Let us put our hands together for having successfully completed a joint meditation today. Nandri, vanakkam. Thank you.
Thank you. We thank everyone who took part in our joint meditation today. Focusing on peace of mind, psychological healing, and for world peace and harmony with the blessings of cosmic power. When we meditate jointly, it helps to generate a social force in the form of oneness that spreads across all nations around the world, promoting peace and harmony and general well-being for everyone around the world. Our sincere thanks to Sarojini Devi, Sundarlinga Master, who conducted the meditation today, and to Darshini Udayaraja Master for providing calming music for the meditation. Special thanks to our Dr.Satha Master for recording this Zoom online session, and to everyone who took part in this joint meditation today. We would also like to express our gratitude to PSSM Tamil Europe, PSSM TV, which is part of PSSM Global. May the whole world be blessed with peace, harmony, and prosperity. Thank you. I am privileged to introduce today's our guest speaker, Dr. Marilyn Hope Lake. Marilyn Hope Lake, doctor in psychology, PhD, retired faculty member from University of Missouri, Columbia. Dr. Marilyn Lake writes short fiction, poetry, plays, and children's books, and won many awards. Since March 2022, Dr. Marilyn Lake has been in part of our meditation, and her life has undergone a profound transformation experiences. Today, Dr. Marilyn Lake is going to deliver a talk of Thiruvallur and Tolstoy. Please join me welcoming Dr. Marilyn Lake. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Marilyn Meg. Now the platform is yours. Thank you.
Thiruvallur and Tolstoy. How did this come about? Well, Raja asked me to do another presentation for you, and I didn't know what to talk about because I had talked about my medical, wonderful medical reversal, and I talked about my books, and he suggested talking to you about the chorale, the Tierra Chorale. And I hadn't read it. I didn't know anything about it. Is that a good pronunciation, Tierra Chorale? So it was written by Thiruvallur, and I knew nothing about it. I just knew that it was something that is in the Tamil language and that is very well respected around the world. So I got a copy of the book, and here it is. And you can see I got the G.U. Pope translation, and that he was an Anglican minister, and I guess he was very well, he knew Tamil very well, and this is supposedly one of the better translations. I think the book would be wonderful in the language, in Tamil. I wish I could read it. I wish I could speak it. I looked at it. I wasn't very happy with this translation because the book is in couplets, 1,330 couplets, and 3 parts. One part on virtue, one part on wealth, and one part on love. But the translation would give a translation of the couplet, and then below that, Pope would explain in his own language what the couplet meant, because some of them are a bit obscure. And until I could get my eyes to stop looking at what he was saying it meant, I wasn't getting as much out of the poetry itself. But after I realized that I could look at the poetry myself and get from it my own meaning, and then if I didn't understand it, go back to his explanation of it. So then I became very, very much able to deal with the poetry here. And this is a secular book. It's about ethics and how men should live. And it does not really talk about any particular religion. In one way, that's very good, because anybody can read it from any religion and get help and needed accessibility from it. So that's super good for that reason. It was written there's quite a bit of debate about when this was written, because it is at least 2,000 years old. We know that. But some scholars have thought it was written 300 to 500 years before BC. And some scholars thought that it was written 300 years CE, 500 years CE, 400 years CE. And Wikipedia tells us that there's been a tremendous debate about when the Churral text was written. But finally let me get my notes here. In 1921, I believe it was. In 1921, yes, the Tamil Nadu government officially declared 31 BCE as the year of Valavar, 31 BCE. So that's, if I'm correct, that's before Christ. But now, Valavar, I would call him him or her or they, because we don't know if who this was written by. There's nothing in the text that says who the author is, and there's a lot of speculation about that too. I like the idea that Valavar was a poet, perhaps a traveling poet who picked up oral tradition and songs and ideas and translated them into this wonderful 1,330 couplets that rhyme. But we just don't know who Valavar was. Now, in January 1935, the Valavar year was added to the calendar. And I guess that's the Tamil calendar, or perhaps the whole Indian state calendar. But I know Tamil is a state in southern in southern India, where the Tamil language comes from. So we have Valavar at, and we'll go with 31 BCE. Now, Nikolaevich Tolstoy was born in 1828. So we're talking about 2,000 years difference between these two writers. And I had been studying recently a book that was written by Tolstoy. As you know, has written many, many great long books. Can you see this? Well, can you read the title? This book is called What Men Live By and Other Tales by Leo Tolstoy. And it's a book of 4 fables. And these fables are short and easy to read. I have been in a great number of classes this fall, and one of the classes was included discussing this book. The first fable in the book talks about what God sends an angel down to earth because he disobeyed God. And God tells the angel that he can come back when he's learned 3 things. And those 3 things are what dwells in men, what is not given to man to know his own needs, and what men live by. And that, of course, is the title of this book and the first fable, What Men Live By. And I will connect this up to Valavar's teachings after I discuss what this means. And in this fable, the angel learns that what dwells in men is love. Love dwells in men. And he learns that it's not given to men to know what their own needs are. For instance, we might say in the fable, a nobleman requests that shoemaker make him some fabulous boots out of wonderful, expensive leather. But the angel who has been apprenticed to the shoemaker makes soft slippers. And in the end of the shoemaker is worried because he thinks the nobleman will be furious. But when the nobleman's carriage gets home, the nobleman is dead. And his wife sends a servant back to the shoemaker who has the angel as an apprentice and says, well, I don't need the boots. He doesn't need the boots now. What we need is soft slippers for his burial. And the angel has already made the soft slippers. So the man felt that he needed boots, but he didn't. God doesn't let us know what our own needs are. And then what men live by. And the angel discovers that men live by, I've learned that all men live not by care for themselves, but by love. And so a lot of Tolstoy's philosophical writing, and I think one of the most famous pieces of his philosophical writing is The Kingdom of God Lives Within You, is about love at being truth, that truth equals love, and that love is what God is, that God is truth and God is love. And if we have that within ourselves, the kingdom of God is within us. You can ask me lots of questions about this because I imagine it's been a little bit confusing since I can't show you the slides. But I will send the slides to Raja, and he can then put them up for folks to use. Tolstoy influenced many, many, many people, as Thiruvallur has. Bolivar's writings in the Chorale. The Chorale is considered one of the great books of India. Perhaps that it was proposed to be a national book of India by the Tamil Nadu Assembly in 2006. But Tolstoy influenced Mahatma Gandhi with his doctrines of nonviolence, and both Gandhi and Tolstoy believed that truth is God. And since God is universal love, then truth must therefore be universal love. And Tolstoy and Gandhi wrote each other during the last year of Tolstoy's life. So that is what I wanted to focus on in Tolstoy's writing, is his belief that men that have love in them live by that love for other people, and they are generous and might sacrifice themselves even, or sacrifice their own hunger, their own needs. For instance, if you were to invite several people to your home for a meal and you had only prepared for 4 or 5 and you ended up with 8 or 9 folks because those extra folks didn't have food, and you shared your food, you share your worldly goods, you give to people who have less. That is part of what Tolstoy is teaching. and part of what Bolivar teaches. So I will go to I went through the couplets trying to find, I felt that Bolivar had to have a close connection to Tolstoy because he is so well respected for his teachings on ethics, on virtue, on wealth and love. And Tolstoy, as well as Gandhi, I threw that in, believed that God is love. So I went looking in Bolivar for couplets that refer to love. And of course, the entire third section is about love. So I thought that would be, really easy. And that's one of the reasons that I felt that I could make a good comparison of the writings of Bolivar to those of Tolstoy. But as it turns out, that section on love is about marital love and sexual love and romantic love. And it's beautiful, beautiful poetry, but it isn't the love of all mankind that I wanted to talk to you about today. Because we meditate for peace and harmony in the world, and there can be no peace and harmony in the world if people don't love each other, no matter where the other people come from, who they are, what they do, what color they are, what religion they practice. If mankind doesn't love those who are not in their own tribe, we can't have peace and harmony. So what does Bolivar say about love of mankind? And I did pick out a couple of couplets on that. He says it in a reverse. He doesn't say it as a positive thing. You should love other people. He talks about what it's like for a person to be loveless. In couplet 80, and this would be in the first book under virtue, he writes, bodies of loveless men are bony framework clad with skin. Then is the body seat of life when love resides within. Bodies of loveless men are bony framework clad with skin. So if you're loveless, it's just a body. But then is the body seat of life when love resides within. And for me, that meant that this is talking about our souls. Our seat of life is our soul, our spirit. And it is there if we have love within us, love for all mankind. The other couplet that refers to the same kind of love that Tolstoy was talking about is the loveless to themselves belong alone. The loving men are others to the very bone. Others is a possessive. The loving men are others to the very bone. So Tolstoy says that what men live by is love, and the fable expands on that to mean loving others as well as one loves oneself. And Bolivar also sees this as love being the body seat of life. So that's my major point. I don't know, because I practiced it with the slides. I don't know if it made sense to you coming out that way, just talking to you about it. I hope it did. I do want to talk to you about vegetarianism, because I know that some of you are doctors, medical doctors, and that all of you, well, I think all of you, as I do, believe that what we eat is extremely important to our health. And Tolstoy, as a young man, was a hunter, and he hunted with his father. His father taught him to hunt and taught him, well, many bad things, actually. But in his later life, I think they said that his spiritual awakening was in the 1870s, if I believe that's correct. You can check me on it, but either the 1870s or 1880s. And that's when Tolstoy discovered or became enthralled with Jesus' Sermon on the Mount and the Beatitudes that Jesus taught, and became a pacifist. He may have been a pacifist prior to that, but that's when his writing took off in terms of writing about nonviolence, pacifism, and also in those later years of his life, he became a vegetarian because he thought it was immoral to kill, and it was also cruelty. He felt that in the way that animals were slaughtered for food was cruel and inhumane, and he believed that if we didn't eat animals or living things, that we would not be killing, and we would not be creating this cruelty. So that's what started him on becoming a vegetarian. Bolivar in the Corral, in talking about medicine, talks about what we eat, and it's in the second book. I think it would be the 33rd chapter, 22, about medicine. I don't have the, for some reason, I didn't put the actual number of the couplet here, which I'm sorry to say. I didn't do good for that. But no need of medicine to heal your body's pain. If what you ate before digested well, you eat again. No need of medicine to heal your body's pain. If what you ate before digested well, you eat again. Now, how I connect that with vegetarianism is that Bolivar also, in couplet 321, in the first section of the book on virtue, talks about not killing. And he says, what is the work of virtue? Not to kill, for killing leads to every work of ill. So both Bolivar and Tolstoy did not believe in killing. So one can deduce from Bolivar's not believing in killing that he would believe in nonviolent revolution or nonviolent protesting. Tolstoy actually says that he believes in nonviolent protesting, but I did not find that in Bolivar, but I can deduce from his couplets on not killing that he would agree with that. You know, there were 1,330 couplets, and I went through as many as I could, trying to find connections because I believe that there must be. And I didn't find as many connections as I had hoped I would, but I did find ones that I think are important to us in our hope for peace and harmony in the world. But I do want to tell you about Tolstoy's vegetarianism because in his later years, his family felt that his vegetarianism was affecting his health negatively. But Tolstoy wrote in a letter to a Dutch medical student, "My health not only has not suffered, it has in fact improved significantly since I gave up," and I'm going to tell you what all he gave up: milk, butter, and eggs, as well as sugar, tea, and coffee. And he only ate, he didn't eat any animal foods, any foods that had animal byproducts. And he described his vegetarian diet as consisting of oatmeal porridge, whole wheat bread, cabbage or potato soup. And that would be very common in Russian diets, cabbage and potatoes, buckwheat, a boiled or fried potato, and an apple prune compote. So that I think is quite interesting. I had so much more, but perhaps I've talked long enough. Bolivar has a lot on benevolence and beneficence, on giving, kindness, treating people with kindness. It's a wonderful, wonderful tome with so much to learn. And like the Christian Bible and the Hebrew Bible, there are inconsistencies in it that we just have to work out. But thank you so much for listening to me. And I hope that I made sense today and that you can certainly ask me questions.
Thank you, Dr. Marilyn Hope. Now, Saroja Devi Sundarlingam Master from Sydney will summarize your English speech in Tamil language. Thank you very much. Unmute yourself. Unmute.
Yes.
Thank you.
Greetings to everyone. Congratulations, Marilyn. Hope like you have done a wonderful job learning about Thiruvallur and Tolstoy. How you link it beautifully. I appreciate. I congratulate for all the effort that you took to learn Tirukkural. We are very proud of you. Very well planned, tailored talk. Even though you couldn't give your presentation, that is PowerPoint presentation, you were able to very clearly express your understanding of Thiruvallur and also related to the principles taught by Tolstoy. Now I would give a Tamil translation of this in this forum so that which will make you proud of what you have done today. Thank you, Marilyn. இன்று Dr. Marilyn Hope அவர்கள் திருவள்ளுவரும் டால்ஸ்டாயும் என்ற ஒரு தலைப்பிலே நமக்கு உரையாற்றினார். திருவள்ளுவர் உலகில் மிகச் சிறந்த ஒழுக்கநெறி நூலை இயற்றிய தமிழ் புலவர். டால்ஸ்டாய் என்பவர் ரஷ்யாவைச் சேர்ந்தவர். திருவள்ளுவர் இந்தியாவிலே பிறந்தார். அவர் பிறந்து 2000 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு பிறகுதான் டால்ஸ்டாய் பிறந்தார் ரஷ்யாவிலே. ஆனால் இந்த இருவருக்கும் உள்ள ஆன்மீக அறிவு சிந்தனைகளை பற்றி என்ன மாதிரி மிகவும் சிறப்பாக மருலேன் தொடர்பு படுத்தி எங்களுக்கு விளக்கப்படுத்தியுள்ளார். டால்ஸ்டாய் என்பவர் சிறுவர் இலக்கியங்கள் எழுதினவர், பல நாவல்களை எழுதினார். முக்கியமாக உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் தெரியும் வார் அண்ட் பீஸ் என்ற ஒரு அருமையான நாவலையும் அவர் எழுதியுள்ளார். இப்படி பலவிதமான நாவல்களை அவர் எழுதியுள்ளார் என்பது எங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் தெரியும். டால்ஸ்டாய் அவருடைய ஆன்மீக அறிவின் மூலம் எப்படியான ஒரு சிந்தனையை தன்னுடைய மனதிலே கொண்டிருந்தார். அதாவது அன்புதான் உலகிலே மிகச் சிறந்தது, அன்புதான் மனிதனின் வாழ்க்கைக்கு மிகவும் உகந்தது என்பதை அவர் கூறியுள்ளார் என்பதை மர்லின் ஹோப் மிகவும் அழகாக விளக்கினார். முதலில் மர்லின் ஹோப் கூறினார், இந்த தளத்தின் ஒருங்கிணைப்பாளரின் வேண்டுகோளுக்கு இணங்க நான் திருவள்ளுவர் பற்றி எதுவும் தெரியாமல் இருந்த போதும் அதனை கற்றுக்கொள்வதற்காக போப் அவர்களின் திருக்குறளின் ஆங்கில மொழிபெயர்ப்பை எடுத்து படித்தேன் என்று கூறினார். அதன் பிறகு அவர் ஒரு வசனம் கூறினார். அது மிகவும் எனக்கு சுவாரஸ்யமாக இருந்தது. என்றாலும் எனக்கு அதில் கூறப்பட்ட அந்த திருக்குறள் பாக்களை பற்றி கூறப்பட்ட கருத்தில் முற்றாக ஒப்பிடு இருக்கவில்லை. எனக்கு அதை முழுமுழுதாக ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளாமல் நான் எனக்கு புரிந்த விதத்தில் அதனை உணர்ந்து கொள்ள முடிந்தேன் என்று கூறினார். இதுதான் ஒரு கற்றவரின் சிறப்பு, தானே உணர்ந்து கொள்ள. மிகவும் சிறப்பாக அவருடைய அறிவின் திறத்தை அது கூறுகிறது. அவர் ஒரு சிறுகதை எழுத்தாளர், சிறுகதை இலக்கிய எழுத்தாளராகவும் இருக்கிறார் மர்லின். டால்ஸ்டாயும் சிறுகதை இலக்கியங்கள் எழுதியுள்ளார். அப்போ அவருக்கு இந்த உணர்வுகள் அவருடைய அறிவாற்றலை மிகவும் தெளிவாக விளக்குகின்றது. இப்பொழுது டால்ஸ்டாயை பற்றி அவர் கூறுகின்றார், அவர் இந்த திருவள்ளுவர் எக்காலத்தில் பிறந்தார் என்பது எங்களுக்கு முக்கியமல்ல, அவர் எதை பற்றி கூறியுள்ளார் என்பதுதான் முக்கியம் என்று கூறினார். அப்ப அன்புதான் மனிதனின் வாழ்க்கைக்கு மிகவும் உகந்தது என்று கூறி மிகவும் சிறப்பாக திருக்குறளில் அன்புடைமை என்னும் அதிகாரத்தில் இருந்து 2 குறள்களை எடுத்துக்காட்டாக கூறினார். முதலாவது குறள், அதாவது 79வது குறள், அதிலே புறத்துறுப்பு எல்லாம் இவன் செய்யும் யாக்கை அகத்துறுப்பு அன்பிலார்க்கு என்ற குறளை எடுத்து கூறினார். அப்பொழுது அவர் என்ன கூறுகிறார்? புறத்துறுப்பு எல்லாம் இவன் செய்யும் யாக்கை அகத்துறுப்பு அன்பிலார்க்கு என்பதற்கு அவர் சொல்லுகிறார், எங்களுடைய ஆன்மாவிலேயே அன்பு ஊறியிருக்கின்றது என்பதை திருவள்ளுவர் கூறியுள்ளார் என்பதை மிகவும் சிறப்பாக கூறினார். இது ஒரு அருமையான கருத்து. எங்களுடைய ஆன்மாவுக்குள்ளேயே அன்பு குடிகொண்டிருக்கிறது என்பதுதான் அந்த குறளின் விளக்கம். பாருங்கள், திருவள்ளுவர் 2000 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன் கூறியதை டால்ஸ்டாயும் அதனை எடுத்து கூறியுள்ளார். மற்றது அன்பின் 80வது குறளை எடுத்து பாருங்கள். அன்பின் வலியது உயர்நிலை அகைதலார்க்கு என்புதோல் போர்க்க உடம்பு. இதனை அவர் ஆங்கிலத்திலே எங்களுக்கு விளக்கினார். அதாவது அன்பில்லாதவர்களுடைய உடம்பு எப்படி இருக்கும்? சும்மா எலும்பு கூட்டுக்கு தோல் போர்த்த உடல் போல்தான் இருக்கும் என்பதையும் டால்ஸ்டாயை மேல்கால் காட்டி இந்த திருவள்ளுவரில் தான் கற்று அறிந்த அன்பை பற்றிய கருத்தை அவர் மிகவும் அழகாக எமக்கு எடுத்து கூறினார். இது ஒரு மிகவும் அருமையான ஒரு உரை என்றுதான் நான் கூற விரும்புகிறேன். அடுத்ததாக அவர் ஒரு முக்கிய விஷயத்தை கூறினார். அதாவது மகாத்மா காந்தி டால்ஸ்டோயின் சிந்தனைகளினால் மிகவும் பயன்பெற்றார் என்பது. மகாத்மா காந்தியும் டால்ஸ்டோயும் சிறந்த நண்பர்களாக இருந்தார்கள். அவர்கள் கடிதம் மூலம் அடிக்கடி தொடர்பு கொண்டு கருத்துக்களை பரிமாறிக்கொண்டிருந்தார்கள் என்பதனை மிக அழகாக கூறினார். இதிலே ஒரு மிகவும் முக்கியமான விஷயத்தையும் மெர்லின் கூறினார். அதாவது இந்தியாவின் மகாத்மா காந்தியின் உச்ச நண்பர்களாக இருந்தவர்கள் என்ன கூறினார்? அன்பும் அகிம்சையும் தான் முக்கியம் என்பதை இவர்கள் இருவரும் இந்த கருத்தினை பரிமாறிக்கொண்டார்கள். அன்பினாலும் அவர் டால்ஸ்டாய் ஒரு கடிதம் எழுதினார். இதனை நான் மெர்லின் கூறவில்லை, நான் இதனை உங்களுக்கு இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்திலே கூற விரும்புகின்றேன். லெட்டர் டு த ஹிந்து, லெட்டர் டு த ஹிந்து என்றொரு கடிதத்தை 1908 எழுதி இந்தியாவிலே ஃப்ரீ ஹிந்துஸ்தான் என்ற பத்திரிகையிலே பிரசுரிக்க அந்த ஆசிரியருக்கு அனுப்பினார். இந்த கடிதத்திலே அவர் என்ன கூறுகிறார் என்றால், அன்பினாலும் அகிம்சை வழி போராட்டம் மூலம்தான் இந்தியா காலனித்துவ ஆட்சியில் இருந்து விடுதலை பெற முடியும் என்று கூறியுள்ளார். இது மகாத்மா காந்தியை மிகவும் கவர்ந்தது. இதை பற்றி மெர்லின் அன்பும் அகிம்சையின் மூலம்தான் நாங்கள் உலகத்திலே எதனையும் பெற்றுக் கொள்ளலாம் என்பதை அவர் விளக்கியதை கூறியுள்ளார். மற்றது அவர் கூறினார், டால்ஸ்டாய் ஒரு தாவர உணவு உண்பவராகத்தான் இருந்தார் என்று. தாவர உணவு உண்பவர்களா, அதாவது அவர் சிறு வயதிலிருந்து மாமிச உணவு தான் உண்டு வந்தார். ஆனால் அவரின் ஆன்மீக அறிவு வளர்ச்சியினால் அவர் தாவர உணவை உண்ண ஆரம்பித்தார். இதிலே ஒரு முக்கியமான விடயத்தை எங்களுடன் அவர் பகிர்ந்துள்ளார். அதாவது டால்ஸ்டாய் என்ன கூறுகிறார்? உடல் ஆரோக்கியத்துக்கு தாவர உணவு உடல் ஆரோக்கியத்துக்கு மட்டுமல்ல, அது அகிம்சையின் தத்துவத்தையும் விளக்குகின்றது. நாங்கள் மாமிச உணவை உண்ணும் போது நாங்கள் மிருகங்களை கொலை செய்ய போகின்றோம், அகிம்சை வழியில் இருந்து பிறழுகிறோம் என்பதைத்தான் அவர் உணர்ந்து கொண்டதாக கூறியுள்ளார். அதாவது தாவர உணவு உடல் ஆரோக்கியத்துக்கு மட்டுமல்ல, அகிம்சைக்கும் ஒரு சிறந்த வழி, அகிம்சை முறையில் வாழ்வதற்கு. அதாவது உடல் ஆரோக்கியத்துக்கு மருந்துகள் உண்ண தேவையில்லை, நீங்கள் உண்ணும் உணவே ஆரோக்கியத்துக்கு சிறந்த மருந்து என்று டால்ஸ்டாய் கூறியுள்ளதாகவும் இறுதியாக மெர்லின் கூறியிருந்தார். இது ஒரு மிகவும் அருமையான உரை. 2000 ஆண்டுக்கு முன் எழுதப்பட்ட திருக்குறளும் அதாவது 20ஆம் நூற்றாண்டின் ஆரம்பத்தில், அதாவது 19ஆம் 20ஆம் நூற்றாண்டில் வாழ்ந்த டால்ஸ்டாயின் சிந்தனைகளும் எப்படி ஒன்றிணைந்து இந்த ஆன்மீக ரீதியில் செல்கின்றன என்பதை மிகவும் சிறப்பாக மெர்லின் எங்களுக்கு விளக்கியுள்ளார். மிக்க நன்றி. நான் சுருக்கமாக இந்த உரையை தமிழில் பகிர்ந்து கொண்டேன். எல்லோருக்கும் புரிந்திருக்கும் என்று விளங்குகின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you. We had the privilege of listening to Dr. Marilyn Lake English speech and beautifully translated by Sarajadevi Sundalinga Master from Sydney, Australia. Let us show our appreciation for the efforts with a round of applause. Please applaud for about 30 seconds, please. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marilyn, for your wonderful, excellent speech about Thiruvallur and Tolstoy. and you have explained it very well. And especially and this our Saro Sundarlinga master, she also did the wonderful translation about your speech. Thank you so much. You have explained it everything clearly. What Thiruvallur was saying and Tolstoy was saying, everything you explained it very well. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you for your wonderful speech. Even though you said you didn't know about Thiruvallur, but when you start reading that Kurals, you started to get to know more about Tirukural. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next, we have Gratian James Alston from Germany.
எல்லோருக்கும் நிறைந்த வணக்கங்கள். இன்று 925வது நாள் என நினைக்கின்றேன். திரு ஸ்ரீஸ்கந்தராஜா ஐயா மற்றும் அருந்ததி அம்மா அவர்களுடைய குழுவினருடைய வளர்ச்சியிலே இன்று நாம் கண்டோம். இன்று தமிழ் தீப திருநாள் என்று கூட அறிந்தேன். இந்த தமிழ் தீப திருநாளில் உங்களை வாழ்த்து நிற்கின்ற இந்த வேளையிலே எங்களுடைய இந்த தியானத்தை சரோ சுந்தரலிங்கம் அம்மா அவர்கள் வழி நடத்த தர்சினி உதயராஜா அவர்கள் போட்ட அந்த இசையிலே தீபம்தான் தெரிந்தது. இதனை சதா அம்மா அவர்கள் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணி பதிவு செய்திருந்தார்கள். இங்கே தீபத்தின் ஒளி எம்மிலே ஒளிர்ந்தது திருக்குறள் ஊடாக. நல்ல அழகாக கையாண்டிருந்தார். அதை அழகாக சரோ அம்மா அழகாக மொழிபெயர்த்திருந்தீர்கள். நான் நன்றாக புரிந்து கொள்ளக்கூடியதாக இருந்தது. இந்த திருக்குறள் உடைய காலம், இதனை தோமையார் இந்தியாவுக்கு வந்த காலம் இருவருடைய காலமும் ஒன்று என்று சொல்லி குறிப்பிடுகிறார்கள். ஜூஜி போப் அவர்கள் இந்த திருக்குறளிலே நன்றாக உள்வாங்கினார், நன்றாக மயங்கினார், நன்றாக தெளிவு கொண்டார். ஏனென்றால் எங்களுடைய கிறிஸ்தவ போதனைகளும் இந்த திருக்குறளின் போதனைகளும் உலகிலே ஒரே எண்ணத்தை தான் கொடுத்தன. அதைத்தான் தந்தீர்கள். அன்புதான் மனித வாழ்க்கைக்கு உகந்தது என்ற டால்ஸ்டாய் அவர் இந்த நாவல் ஆசிரியருடைய செய்தியாக இருந்தது. அடுத்தது, உங்களிடமிருந்து நான் பெற்றுக்கொண்டது. இந்த திருக்குறளை உங்களுடைய உள்ளுணர்வால் உணர முடிந்தது என்பதனை சரோமா அழகாக சொல்லி தந்திருந்தார். ஆத்மாவிலே அன்பு பற்றி குறிப்பிட்டிருந்தார். இதே வேளையிலே ஒரு முக்கியமான ஒரு செய்தியையும் சரோமா தந்திருந்தார். டால்ஸ்டாயுடைய செய்தி ஒன்று, நீங்கள் உண்ணும் உணவே ஆரோக்கியத்திற்கு சிறந்த மருந்து என்ற உண்மையை எம்மோடு தந்திருந்தார். அழகான உரையம்மா நீங்கள் தந்திருந்தீர்கள். நிறைந்த நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
நன்றி. Saroja Devi, Sundarlingam Master.
Greetings to everyone. I wish to first of all say in English, Marilyn, you did a wonderful job. You made reference to one thing. I didn't want to mention it in my translation because I wanted to talk to you about it. Give my comment on it. Beautifully said. The kingdom of God is within you. Beautifully said. இறைவனின் சாம்ராஜ்யம் உனக்குள் தான் இருக்கிறது. The kingdom of God is within you. இது பைபிளிலே Matthew 5.2 என்ற Sermon on the Mount. This from the Bible, the Sermon on the Mount. It not only says that kingdom of God is within you, there is something beautifully said here. I would like to share it with you and also the others in Tamil. That is, it says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Now, with this basis, now he wrote a book called The Kingdom of God is Within You. That is a beautiful book. He says, he makes the awareness. Now, what we are doing here in this meditation forum is very appropriate for that, because we are meditating to find the kingdom of God within us and to develop the spirit of love and compassion. Thank you very much, Marilyn. It was a beautiful talk, and I really admire you for the effort to learn Thiruvallur and also connect his ideologies with Tolstoy's ideologies. Beautifully done. Come again, learn some more, and share your knowledge with us. Beautifully said. இந்த Sermon on the Mountல நான் இங்கிலீஷ்ல வாசிச்சதை சொல்றேன். அது என்னென்றால், blessed are the poor in spirit. ஏழ்மையில் உள்ளவர்களின் ஆன்மா ஆசீர்வதிக்கப்பட்ட ஆன்மா. Okay, and there lives the kingdom of God. In their spirit is the kingdom of God. என்று அதாவது இறைவனின் சாம்ராஜ்யம் அங்குதான் உரைகிறது என்று கூறப்படுகிறது. இதுதான் இந்த ஏழைகளுக்கு உதவ வேண்டும், அன்பினால் உலகத்தை ஆள வேண்டும், ஏழைகளுக்கு அன்பு செலுத்த வேண்டும், அவர்களை உயர்விக்க வேண்டும் என்ற கருத்தினை சிறப்பாக அந்த பைபிள் வாசகம் கூறுகிறது. இதனை நான் கூறிக்கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you. Next we have Tara and Tama Master. Nandri.
Thank you, Sri Kandaraja Master. Greetings to all masters. Hi, Marilyn Master. Wow, Marilyn Master, you have inspired me to learn and study Thiruvallur. My mum attends Thiruvallur classes too. Fantastic talk. Thank you so much. I only know 2 Thiruvallurs. Adi Pahavan Mudake Alahu. Ahara Mudala Erithalam, Adi Pahavan Mudake Alahu. This means, as all letters have the letter A for their first, so the world has the eternal, God for its first. Thank you so much. It was brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love
Thank
you.
you. Next we have Varada Shanmanathan Amma from Toronto, Canada. After that, Dr. Shanti, you can speak. After. Thank you.
வணக்கம் எல்லோருக்கும். Marilyn, you are there. You are great. You see, you have really taught us new comparisons between Tolstoy, Thiruvallur, and also brought in Mahatma Gandhi. You and Mahatma Gandhi, Marilyn, are on the same scale. You know why?
No.
No. You know why? Today, I am telling you
Okay.
about Thirukkural. Mahatma Gandhi did not know Tamil. He did not know Tamil. You don't know Tamil. But Mahatma Gandhi valued Thirukkural. Somehow, he found out the gist of it. Today, you have found the gist of Thirukkural. Oh,
Thank you.
it's really good.
Thank
It's
you
really
so
good.
much.
I couldn't believe that you were able to imbibe the gist of it, the soul of it, our Thirukkural. You may not have time to learn Tamil, but it's not too late. I am telling you, I did something and you can do it. If you want, I can teach you Tamil.
Oh.
Yeah, on Zoom or online, I can do it. I did it with one in those days when I was in England, when I was a teacher. I did it with an English lady. So let me do it with an American lady. Okay?
I'd like that. Maybe
Okay.
Roger can
We'll
help
make
us.
a try.
Maybe
Thank you
Roger
very
can.
much. Come back again
Thank you.
to tell us new things.
Thank you. I'd
Thank
like
you.
to learn Tamil.
Okay, we will be in touch.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Next we have Dr. Shanti Parameshwaran from New Malden. Thank you.
Greetings to all. Dr. Marilyn, hope your talk was excellent. And I think my heart and really and truly congratulate Saroja Devi Sundarlingam for excellent translation. I just thought that was really and truly excellent. And I think she has read around the subject, so she was able to come and do the translation so well. And you talked about Leo Tolstoy, the famous book War and Peace. For me, what the message today you gave us all is love. Love makes the world go round. And that you found between Thirukkural Thiruvallur, who wrote it 31 before Christ, and Leo Tolstoy was born around 1828. And he was a good friend of Mahatma Gandhi, and how they exchanged ideas. And the other important idea that you gave us was non-violence. And that is how Mahatma Gandhi got independence for the India through non-violence means. And when you say the kingdom of, for me, when in the Bible they say kingdom of heaven is in within man, kingdom of God is within man, I think it is just love is within man. And that love is not only in man, every living being, even a non-living beings like plants and animals. But I think I didn't know that Leo Tolstoy became a vegetarian. Thank you for making me, giving me that knowledge, because for me, but the vegetarians, we had once someone talk about vegetarianism, is that when you kill animals, that food has that vibration. The vibration of the pain comes through the food, and when we eat the food, we are also imbibing that. And that's why some people promote vegetarianism along those lines. But for me, I also reminds me, I want just to end by saying, Sai Baba, who is another guru, who says there are 5 basic human values. You touched upon, say, Satya. You did touch upon truth in your talk, truth. Dharma, the right conduct. Peace, we are talking about harmony and peace through meditation. Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema. Prema is love. The last 2 is Prema and Ahimsa, non-violence. So you reminded me of those 5 basic human values. Thank you very much. Wonderful research. I was very, very, very disappointed that your slides didn't work. I was looking forward to that. Maybe Sri Skandaraja one day will show us your slides. Thank you very much. Thank you. And as people said, do come again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Rajesh Bala from North London. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. It's very good. The comparison with Thiruvallur and quotation from Tolstoy. What I read, Tolstoy's novel, War and Peace and Anna Karenina, where he said, Tolstoy said, no man has a right to control others with accent. That's reflect from his novel. So where Thiruvallur has the 3 basic things, aram, porul, inbo. So that is aram is ethics. So Tolstoy story is ethics based in a sense to me. When it comes to love, the inbom, Anna Karenina as an example, without the love, the body is nothing. So Anna Karenina didn't find the love that happened to her. So here, his writing influenced people that time, passivity and changing world. So Mahatma Gandhi, not only Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King and everybody follow this philosophy through his writing. So you're bringing BC 31 philosophy, which was BC 31 in India. Majority of England was a Buddhist philosophy, where non-violence was a must philosophy was existed. So that is a reflection from his Thiruvallur Quran. So that time after that, the Tamil people, mainly Tamil Nadu, were the hugely vegetarians. And those, when I'm a medical anthropologist, so we study how the belief system changed and what periods it changed. So the Buddhism, after Buddhism only, is a different way of love thy neighbor. Love is everything, which is reflected in Tolstoy novels. When you read it, you can see that's reflected Thiruvallur all along anyway. So 3 section is a fundamental philosophy of life. Thank you, Marilyn. I purposely, when I see the we have a speech today, I wanted to come because I wanted to see, because I'm always fascinated by Tolstoy anyway. Thank you very much. And Mrs. Saroja from Australia, brilliant translation. Thank you. And thank you, Mrs. Riskandaraja, for inviting Marilyn.
Thanks. Thank you very much. Next, we have Suhendra Dharmakumar. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Today, Dr. Marilyn, Madam, your speech was excellent. I was thinking how you are going to connect Walliver with Tolstoy, but I just realized that you took love and non-violence and talk about it, and how Walliver is talking about love, and the same thing with Tolstoy with love everyone. And I really enjoyed it. And non-violence, everyone was talking about it. Tolstoy and Mahatma Gandhi lived in the same era. So they had conversation, letters going through from one person to the other. So they both have non-violence in their characters. And it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And at the end, you were saying that both Thiruvallur and Tolstoy's they were promoting vegetarianism, and I didn't know that. But about Tolstoy was a vegetarian at the end of his life. I know he died when he was 80 years old, but it was really interesting, and I want to hear more I want to read more about Tolstoy now. And thank you very much for coming today and comparing Walliver and Tolstoy. They are, how do I say, both of them, the love and the non-violence. Thank you very much. And I must thank Sarojini Master for giving us excellent translation, what you have said. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Dr.Satha. Thank you.
Greetings to all. First of all, thanks so much for excellent talk, Marilyn Hope, and Saroja Devi Master for excellent translation. And I think Saroja Devi made the whole atmosphere and whole presentation very well explained and made it more interesting as well. That was very well done. Anyway, and a lot of comments already made by people, so I don't want to repeat all these. Kingdom of God is within you. That sentence was repeatedly in my ears. The reason was, today we had a talk by Anandi Vijay, and what she said in Tamil, சொர்க்கம் உங்களுக்குள் இருக்கிறது, சொர்க்கத்தை வேறு எங்கும் தேடாதீர்கள். and அழகாக அந்த ஸ்பீச்சில் சொன்னது. அதை ஒரு காலம் அப்படியே சொல்லக்கூடியதாக இருந்தது. அருமையாக இருந்தது அவன் பேச்சு. மற்ற விலங்குகளை வளர்த்தாதீர்கள், not to kill the animals, and that's what we are all the time talking about, you know. And vegan food people have to eat, and that's the medicine, and food is the medicine. If you eat the proper food, skipping all these animal food and things like that. Shall I take this opportunity to read the message in the chat box?
Yes, thank you very much.
Babu Shanmanath Master says, wonderful Marilyn, superb delivery and similarities between Thiruvallur and Tolstoy. Thank you. Puvanal Master, a great session, thanks. Kamala Arnasalam Master, wonderful speech and the Tamil translation. What a different era in Russia now and then. And that much is the message at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have Anandi Baladasan from Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, greetings to all. Marilyn, you did a wonderful job. You connected Thiruvallur and Tolstoy, a Russian author, similarities, that is ethics of life and cultural similarities between Russian and Indian people. Even Mahatma Gandhi learned the concept of non-violence from a letter from Tolstoy, I heard. It's a wonderful speech, Marilyn. I think we should, you know better Thiruvallur than us. Yeah, very good speech. And Mrs. Saroja Devi, Master for appropriate translation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next we have Saroja Devi Sundarlingam Master. Please.
I can't help coming again. Sorry for that. I want to say pass some message to Dr. Marilyn Ho. Mahatma Gandhi did not know Tamil, but he learned Tirukkural in Gujarati. He studied Tirukkural, understood Tirukkural in Gujarati. Dr. Marilyn Hope doesn't know Tamil, but she is learning Tirukkural in English. What a great parallel this is. Thank you very much. Continue to study Thiruvallur. Marilyn, don't give up. It's a great literature that you can't miss in your life. Thank you very much for your efforts and thank you very much for your contribution to our forum today. Mikka nandri. Nandri.
Mahatma Gandhi learned the Tirukkural when he was in South Africa. There are some Tamils there in South Africa. They learned from there, then that's why he learned Tirukkural. Anyway, next we have Mr. Tavaranam from Canada. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Tavaranam, you can speak.
First of all, I like to thank Dr. Mr. Siskandaraja Master for introducing an English lady to speak about Thiruvallur. I never expected, first time in my life I am hearing English lady speaking about Thiruvallur. First time in my life I heard that. Then she said about she has given priority for love, and she said 80, Thiruvallur number 80 about there is about one second, the body. அன்பின் வழியால் உயிரினை அகிலார்க்கு என்புபோல் தோற்றுல உடம்பு. That means is it about the love, and who don't have love will like it's like from a flesh covered by bones. Like that, she explained everything, and I'm very proud of she talked about Gandhi and Mahatma Gandhi and Ahimsa, and is it about 1,900, 2,000? The first time is 1,330. Thiruvallur, there are that she said. I'm very happy about it. So, okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you. Now, Babu Master, you can.
Thank you, Sri Master. First of all, you know that Saroja Master, you are there, right? I can't see you on the screen. Because the message I typed to Marilyn was about 8:31. As soon as she finished the message, my message was sent to her. So that is why I didn't include you there, Saroja. Saroja, when you translate something, what you do is, if the speaker is giving you a cake, yes, sponge cake, and you put some cherries here and there and there and there and here and here and there and there and everything. So every piece, there will be a cherry there. You know, you just make it like that. All the time you make it like that. Marilyn, she made you things like a cherry in the cake. You know, she took everything and said, yes. Now, that was wonderful, Saroja and Devi. Thank you so much. The Tolstoy, sorry, I'm talking in mixed language. I talk in English for Marilyn understanding. The Tolstoy's, what he says is, we must change within ourselves, then the whole world will change. That is what our basic theme in the meditation thing here. Tolstoy has told. What he told is, he said in a different way, every one of us is trying to change the world, but no one is prepared to change himself. That is where the problem lies.
Wow.
Okay, he said long time ago. Yes, amazing chap. Again, I think he didn't win Nobel Prize at all, but he deserved more than anybody else. However, he was nominated for I think, I can't remember exactly, many years consecutively. In early 1900, he was consecutive. Many years he was elected for nomination for Nobel Prize, but he never. That is probably because I guess that time we were in Iron Curtain before. You know, he was in Russia. You know, there's a lot of, I don't know about the I don't know, but he is more than that actually. Amazing chap. Thank you for comparing him with Thiruvallur, and that was a very good comparison. You made it. Amazing speech, Marilyn. As always, I want to say the Tamil word again. When I listen to your speaks, எனக்கு உவகை மேலோங்குன்றது. உவகை. Right? You remember that word?
Thank you. Uvahai.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
A few announcements to make regarding tomorrow's program. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, yoga exercises by who? Yes, Sivasudha Master from Canada. At 11 o'clock, full moon meditation. Talk about full moon meditation by Swarna Buddha at 11 o'clock UK time. And 8 p.m., Nizam Mawani is going to speak about a short glimpse on the life of His Highness Aga Khan, the Imam of Shia Ismaili Muslims. The English speech will be translated by, as usual, Saroja Devi Sundalinga Master. Please translate tomorrow at 8 p.m. That is day after tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for you. Okay? Thank you very much for accepting that. Very good. We are waiting for your speech, for your translation, and also Nizam Mawani. Nizam Mawani is 85-year-old person. He is our local pharmacist. Very active person, you know. Very, very active. Anyway, thank you very much. Now, I hand over the platform to Babu Shanmunathan. We'll start our chair exercises, please. Huh? That's all. That's enough.